really didn't come on my radar probably until I arrived at FinCEN. Depending on who you speak to, the issuance of our guidance was either the best thing that ever happened to Bitcoin or the worst thing that ever happened to Bitcoin. Some accusing us of trying to kill Bitcoin and others saying that we had somehow legitimized it. Of course, neither of those things I think is probably true, and certainly neither of those things was our intent. One of the clear lines is that if you're a consumer who's using Bitcoins to buy goods and services, the guidance doesn't pertain to you. We're focused more on the places where we think we have risks to the U.S. financial system from money laundering and terrorist financing.
And I think that might be kind of a lot of the Bitcoin community has a little bit of a fear that Bitcoin may be characterized in a way so as to tie it to some bad actor ruining it for everyone. When a lot of the people that are interested in Bitcoin, including myself, see it as just this technology that we really don't want to see it falling into the wrong categorization of with all the potential that's there.
Sure. So the innovation around Bitcoin and the virtual economy is really one of the more interesting aspects, I think, of this story. The idea that it can be used to potentially serve the unbanked out there, just to provide some really new services that are convenient for consumers. The flip side of it, though, is that to be a part of the financial system, the U.S. financial system, the global financial system, also comes with some responsibilities. And those responsibilities include not allowing your institution to be used by criminals and by terrorists.
There's always been a concern that the government might try to stamp out Bitcoin. But perhaps they see the risk of being left behind. In May 2013, the biggest gathering to date of Bitcoin enthusiasts and entrepreneurs happened in San Jose, California.
We're at Bitcoin 2013. It's the inaugural conference of the Bitcoin Foundation.
Bitcoin is worldwide, and the vast majority of people haven't even heard of Bitcoin yet.
It's more powerful than every computer on the top 500 list combined.
It's an awfully big world. An awful lot of things could happen. Really, we've been on a roller coaster ride. And I expect, at least for the next few years, we're going to remain on a roller coaster ride. I happen to enjoy roller coasters. I think they're fun.
Just a few weeks earlier, Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, known for their involvement in Facebook, announced that they own a 1% stake of all Bitcoins in existence, worth around $11 million.
Nice to meet you.
They also made a $1.5 million investment in Charlie's company, BitInstant.
We started looking seriously at it at the end of last summer and started purchasing around that time.
I think a light bulb just went off and said, wow, like the implications of this could be enormous.
If everyone in the world can have a Bitcoin address, then everyone in the world can be banked fairly quickly. And when you consider that, it's a very powerful idea. And Bitcoin can make that happen.
We're going all over the world. We're going to the UK, we're going to Australia, we're already in Russia, we're going to South America, we're already in Brazil now. You can buy a Bitcoin at any of our locations.
It's fun to think that Satoshi might be here too.
I always wonder if someone here somewhere is
yes.
kind of standing in the corner going,
I was planning to hack security cameras of the hotel and try to trace the pattern of walk of some person who might be Satoshi. What would he do? What talks would he be attending?
We're seeing the Bitcoin players in the market meeting with the venture capitalists, and they're all beginning to posture. And that's very exciting because it means that there's going to be a lot more infrastructure built out, a lot more money flowing into the space, and it's really going to be a big bull market for Bitcoin.
One of the companies best known for making Bitcoin accessible for commerce is Atlanta-based BitPay. They're pioneers in Bitcoin and provide a service that enables merchants to accept Bitcoin payments without dealing with its complexities.
We've grown about a factor of 10 since the beginning of the year. We were doing about $500,000 a month around the turn of the year, and now we're doing about $5 million a month. This is people using Bitcoins to buy real goods and services. They're not day trading, they're not exchanging, they're actually buying things.
I'm confident that Bitcoin is the most important invention in the entire history of the world since the internet.
Roger Ver is an investor in several early Bitcoin companies, including BitPay. His passion and enthusiasm has earned him the nickname Bitcoin Jesus.
It is going to change everything. And all of you here in this room, you're at the very, very forefront of that.
Roger lives in Tokyo, but travels the earth, spreading the good word of Bitcoin.
The last couple of days, we've been setting up a business per day to accept Bitcoin here in the Bay Area. Today's business is going to be the Super Kyopo Korean supermarket. So for you, you accept credit cards right now. Right. The credit card companies are charging you 2 or 3%. Right. For Bitcoin, you can do the same thing, but they'll only charge you 1% and you'll still get dollars in your bank account. If you want, you can choose to split some of the payments that you receive into Bitcoins and then some into dollars in whatever ratio you want. So you can keep 99% in dollars and 1% in Bitcoin, or 99% in Bitcoin and 1% in dollars. Okay. However you want, you can decide that.
Roger is describing the service provided by BitPay. They take the volatility of Bitcoin's price out of the equation for merchants by immediately converting Bitcoins to dollars at the time of sale.
So right now we have it set to 100% dollars, so anybody that pays here with Bitcoin, they'll deposit the money into your bank account the very next day with only a 1% fee. And I guarantee you over the next couple of weeks, you'll have lots of computer nerds that love Bitcoins will be coming in here specifically to shop at your supermarket so that they can pay with Bitcoin.
The credit card companies, just for processing the payment, they take anywhere from 1.5% to over 3%, and then on certain cards, there's even a per transaction fee, like 20 cents per transaction, plus the percentage of the transaction. 1-2% is big. We're talking about $11,000, $12,000 a month on the average that they just take right out of our account.
I honestly think that there's a really good chance that Bitcoins will be more than $1,000 by the end of the year. Because everybody who hears about, wait, I can send money to and from anyone I want. It's impossible for anyone to freeze your account. It's impossible for anyone to block you from sending or receiving these Bitcoins. More Polish euro, so you can see all these different currency exchanges around the world that exchange to and from Bitcoins. And you can see there's, I don't know, maybe between 50 and 100 exchanges now. When I first heard about Bitcoin and started telling everybody about it, if you looked at that same page, there were less than 10.
And there's no central office that they could raid or anything like that?
There's no central, it's amazing. There's no central office, there's no central place they could go to and say, take Steve's Bitcoins or give Steve's Bitcoins to Kevin or do this or do that.
Who's the owner of Bitcoins? Everybody that owns Bitcoins?
Yeah, just like who's the owner of gold? It's whoever owns some gold. Short of shutting down the entire internet in the entire world, there's no way to stop Bitcoin. And hit request payment. And that's a QR code for your Bitcoin address. So I'm going to scan that. So now I have your Bitcoin address on my phone. I think this is $2. So I'm going to send you $2 worth of Bitcoins. There it is. You just received that many Bitcoins from me directly with no fee. And if you hit the little green square, it'll show you the equivalent amount in US dollars. So you just received $2 worth of Bitcoins directly from my phone to your phone, and you can send money just like that anywhere in the world. You could have told me your Bitcoin address by email or posted on Facebook or Twitter or anywhere.
So I could print this and have it at the register?
Yep. And you can check right on your phone anytime that you receive the payment. Okay, thank you, Steve.
All right.
Thank you for the tea.
One of the newest standouts in the Bitcoin space is a San Francisco company named Coinbase. They operate a digital wallet service that makes it simple to buy, use, and accept Bitcoin.
I would not be surprised at all if Google, Square, PayPal, everybody is looking at adding Bitcoin in 1 or 2 years. By then, we need to have 50 million wallets. If we can make this easy to use, it's going to be huge.
My involvement in Bitcoin is not politically motivated.
Yeah, dude.
People are realizing large capital gains. When professional investors enter the realm, the stakes definitely change. We raised $5 million from Union Square Ventures. Fred Wilson led the round there.
I think Bitcoin is still actually a little bit under the radar. I think it's moved past the stage where people dismiss it. But I don't think that it's totally gone mainstream either. I think we're in that middle stage right now.
At the end of the conference, Jared from Trade Hill threw a party to celebrate how far things had come.
Yeah, you guys are hot right now. Congratulations on the raise.
Thank you.
It's good money, man. It's well due.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, hopefully it's an advancement for the community.
I am completely pro-compliance. Like, I think, like, if you don't want to attach your identity to this, can't work with you.
Yeah.
Sorry, and, I just need to. I mean, like the libertarian side of me is like, yeah, whatever. But like, from a business perspective, if people don't play by the rules, you're not gonna last.
Yeah.
You're gonna just shut down, or you're gonna go to jail.
Yeah.
Noticeably absent from the conference were representatives of Bitcoin's biggest exchange, Mt. Gox. Just days earlier, the Department of Homeland Security seized more than $5 million from their U.S. accounts. The seizure warrant stated that Mt. Gox had failed to register as a money transmitter, putting them in violation of the new FinCEN guidelines. I'm traveling to Tokyo to meet Mark Karpeles, Mt. Gox's reclusive CEO.
No Bitcoins on here. Not yet. Actually, that will make this completely unnecessary. But for now, it seems kind of primitive that we're exchanging paper for paper. And losing. And losing that. And someone's taking a cut. Someone's taking a little percent.
Mark and his business partner Gonzague are French, but they operate Mt. Gox from offices in Japan. Originally, Mt. Gox was an exchange for trading cards, used in a game called Magic: The Gathering. MTGOX stood for Magic: The Gathering Online Exchange. In 2011, Mark's company, Taban, bought Mt. Gox, and his focus has been Bitcoin ever since. One of the conditions of my visit is to refrain from any discussion about the DHS seizure due to the ongoing investigation.
We've arrived at Mt. Gox. This is Mt. Gox right here. There's no big sign or anything. Doesn't look like a crazy commercial establishment.
Despite their legal problems, Mt. Gox still handles more volume than any other exchange and is processing around $6 million worth of Bitcoin trades every day.
We had last year an average of 10,000 new customers a month. January it was 20,000, then 30,000, 60,000, 150,000. With what's going on, it goes down, but we are reaching 100,000 new customers for May.
That's amazing. In a month.
In a month.
Wow.
So it was like this, but still, after what happened, I thought that a lot of people will go away or don't create a new account. But still, 100,000 new customers, it's wow.
And here we've got the office. So with everyone working, hopefully.
Mt. Gox employs 18 people. Not only is Mark the CEO, he's also the CFO, the lead developer, and performs all technical operations to keep the exchange running.
What's it written in?
C++.
C++. Is that your main programming language? No?
I've got a lot of main programming languages.
Yeah, what's your favorite programming language?
Really depends what I need to do. Like if I need to code something really quick and I don't care about performance, I use PHP. If I care a little bit about performance, I will use C++ with Qt, for example. And if I care a lot about performance, I will use ASM.
When we go in, camera's down first until we get to your servers, and then back up. Okay. Getting ready to go into the Mt. Gox data center location. Okay, camera's down.
We were allowed to snap a few photographs.
One of the main issues we had during the second bubble is that volume of trading was too high compared to what our system was designed to support. To prevent this, we optimize a lot of the system. The old trading engine can reach a peak speed of